Hello, what's up guys, I'm Kyle from KGR, and normally every year I try to do a Christmas pickups video as well as a show and tell / pickups video just in general for a month. But this year I didn't really get much for Christmas, because to be quite frank, I had no idea what I wanted because I get everything else I want anyway. Out of everything I'm showing off today, possibly 2, maybe 3 things. Like, one I almost want to count as a Christmas gift. Anyway, like, at most 3 things are all gifts for Christmas. Everything else I just got my damn self. So without further ado, let's just get into everything I got in the month. I hope I grabbed everything. I try to write down everything that I pick up, but a good portion of this crap I didn't even write down. Whoops. So the first thing I got, technically I got towards the end of November, but it was after I recorded the video, so I said, screw it, I'm just going to throw it into the new video, and that is the Elgato HD60S. Now, for those who have no clue what an Elgato is a capture card. Now, if you don't know what a capture card is, it's the thing that records the gameplay so you could see it on my streams. Now, I had 3 different Elgatos throughout, like, my YouTube career. I don't know, I went through I don't know how many capture cards in general, but Elgato is a brand I absolutely love. I had the original Elgato and that thing just did me wonders. And then the HD60 came out and I loved that too. But then this one came out and I loved the idea of it, but I didn't hop on board with it because I had the HD60 and I was fine with that. But those are probably wondering, why did I upgrade from the HD60 to the S? Because the quality doesn't change whatsoever. However, it does make my job a bit easier because with the HD60, just a regular one, here there is about half a second of a delay that happens onto your computer. So you gotta set everything off. So you have to set off the webcam and the mic. And normally once you have it done, it's no big deal. But here when I play on my Wii, the latency doubles. So then I have to set everything else all over again. And then when I want to switch to something else, I gotta reset everything back to just a half a second. It's a pain, it's annoying. But with the HD60S, there is little to no latency whatsoever. So it's easy, you just do it once and done, you're good. I'm not gonna say it's no latency. There is a tiny bit of latency. I would say maybe about 100 milliseconds or less. Because they're not even advertising that it's no latency. They're blunt saying that it's low. Like, it's much better than the HD60. It's literally almost instantly on your laptop. I wouldn't recommend playing off of it, especially if you're playing competitive games. But honestly, it's not bad. But you do need a beefy computer to handle this thing though. In fact, when I first got this, for some reason my computer just kept blue screening. But I think it was just an issue with Windows or something, because I figured out why it was triggering, but after a couple of updates later, it just went away. So I'm like, cool! I say that now, and then it's gonna start blue screening again. So, jinx! This next one is kind of obvious, but you had to show it off anyway, and that is Smash Ultimate. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when Smash Ultimate was coming out, like, whenever they announced a new trailer or a new direct, I did get excited. But when the game finally came out, I wasn't as hyped as the average Nintendo fanboy. I'm not saying I don't care about Smash, it's just like, the way things are happening in life right now, like, it like really set me off on like anything. But I was just playing with my viewers the other night live on my channel, so if you haven't watched my streams yet, turn on notifications, because then you can see me play Smash with my viewers, because I'll play with you if you want. And honestly, I had a really good time. I was scared to play with my viewers because I thought they were going to completely whoop my ass, but no, it's a good time. I'm not going to make it too regular, I'm not going to make it an everyday thing, but I do want to do it at least once a week. But with the way that my work schedule is right now, I don't really know, because in this past couple of weeks, I have been slammed with work. So it's because I work retail, but once the holiday season's over, my hours are going to dramatically slow down, so I should have more time to stream, so hey. Oh, and also, since I picked it up at Best Buy, it also came with this little coin, and I absolutely love this thing. This thing is really cool. I also have the coins for Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild, and there's also some analog stick covers for the Joy-Cons. We have like 3 sets or so over at Best Buy. I have no idea what they're for. I've been trying to figure it out for like the past couple of weeks. I still got no answers. So if anybody knows, I'm a Best Buy employee and I have no idea what the story is behind them. I talked to my general manager and he doesn't know. So, I want them. I won't use them, but I want them. And then this guy also has a button for Smash. And I'm like, God damn it, I want that button. I'm going to talk to him next time I see him. Be like, yo, boy, I want that button. And if he gives me that button, it's fucking rad. I doubt he will, though. But he seems kind of cool. I don't know. We'll see. And since Smash Brothers came out, and for those who actually know me, Amiibos! So yeah, I got the Smash Amiibos. We got the Inkling. Will they make an Inkling boy? I doubt it, but if they do, then cool beans. I like this. It looks really great. I also have the regular Splatoon ones, so it's kind of weird having them both, but hey, it's another Amiibo. And also, by the way, my dresser is now completely filled, so there's gonna be a lot more of them coming out. I have no idea where I'm gonna put them. I'm gonna find a way though. I make things happen. We also got Wolf. Wolf looks kind of rad. I'm not gonna lie, he's good looking. But the one that honestly looks the best is Ridley. Look at that! Oh man, that looks pretty freaking sweet. And I'm excited to see everybody else come. Like, the one person I'm more nervous about than anything is probably gonna be a Pokemon trainer. I think it's just gonna be him by himself. It's not gonna have any other Pokemon on it. And I wonder what happens when you scan the Charizard Amiibo. I haven't tried that yet. I'm pretty confident the answer's there. I just gotta figure that out myself. Speaking of Amiibos, we also got the bootleg ones. Yes, I am talking about Totaku, the ThinkGeek / GameStop equivalent to it, with no like game functionality whatsoever, just little statues. So yeah, I got Coco, and I also got Cortex. Now, there's a story behind these, and I am cranky about it. So here, whenever a Totaku comes up for pre-order, I pre-order it so it doesn't sell out, and I have one for myself. And they let me know, and they're like, hey, it's available, come pick it up. At least I thought they would. And the one bad thing I don't like about Totaku is here, the release dates are never accurate. They will have a set release date, but it'll always get pushed back, and they never have a proper announcement saying, hey, you can pick them up now. I think the only time they were accurate on when they came out was their initial launch. That's it. So I pre-ordered them, and I asked the guy, hey, can you like call me when they come in? They're like, oh yeah, we would normally do that. I'm like, okay, cool. I didn't get a phone call for these. In fact, I only got a phone call for the Blue Eyes White Dragon and Summon Skull, like the Yu-Gi-Oh ones. But that's it. Like, I was at another GameStop when I was shopping with my mom over at the mall for like Christmas shopping and stuff. I saw it at another GameStop, and I'm like, hey, what the fuck? So I went to the other GameStop and picked them up then. And like, they weren't even like held back for me. They were on the rack, on the shelf, as I picked them up and I went in and I bought them, and turns out they were on sale for like $6 a piece, or something like that. I can't remember, or $5 a piece. I can't remember what they were on sale for, because the girl was all like, hey, you still have like another $6 or so, because they're on sale, so if you want, pick out another one. So I picked up Tails, because I knew I was going to try to pick up the Sonic ones, but I was going to wait until I picked up Sonic, and then get Tails and Knuckles, because they were just sitting there for forever. Then after I picked this one up, I see that Knuckles is gone. I'm like, fuck. So I had to try and track everybody down. Then later for Christmas, I got my Knuckles. So, good shit. Because they had a hard time trying to figure out what I wanted for Christmas. So I'm like, hey, I need this. He looks pretty cool. I think the cutest thing, honestly, is that he has a little Chaos Emerald in front of him. That is the cutest little thing. And then, I was hoping they'd also get me Sonic, but I guess they had a hard time finding Sonic, but I found one, no issue. This one I had pre-ordered as well, and my GameStop didn't even have one. I never got a call. I had to track this one down. You wonder how much of a pain it was to track this down? Actually, it wasn't really much of a pain at all. But the point is, the fact that I had to track one down at another GameStop was a pain in the dick. So then, after I bought it, I had to go to the one that I went to and cancel that pre-order. Got my money back, and you know what I was gonna do? I was gonna pre-order some more. And you know what I did? Exactly not that. I didn't, there was none for pre-order. Like, when all was out, was out. But the ones I do want to go after now are kind of Banjo-Kazooie and Conker. I've seen Banjo out in a while, but I haven't seen Conker yet. I feel like Conker might be a tough one to find. But luckily, you can use the app to track it down. But if you're going to use that to track one down, I also recommend actually calling them, because even though it says it's in stock on the app, it's probably not completely up to date like in their system. So call them, see if they can hold it aside for you, and hope for the best. Which, by the way, I kind of really want to open these because, one, I ran out of room in my wall, and they do look beautiful in the box. They really do. But I have a dedicated Sonic shelf, and I don't know. I feel like they'd look fantastic out of the box. Luckily, I took a picture with them in the box, and the one thing that's also going to bother me is each of them, like, in fact, almost all the ones I have, all say first edition in the corner. Does that mean they're going to be worth more money? I don't fucking know. Probably not. I don't see these things being all that successful. Actually, I am curious on how well these things actually sold. If anybody can figure that out, like, let me know. I want to know how well these things sell. Because obviously there's a little bit of a market for them. Like, collectors want them. I want them. But I don't see them being mainstream like Amiibos. I think the only one that was going to sell half decently would have been Crash, because everybody loves Crash. And now Spyro's an option. I almost want Spyro, but God, he looks derpy as shit. I might just get the Pop and just be done. Speaking of, if I get the Pop, I'm going to want to get another Crash. I also got to find a spot for them. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do that. I don't have much space anymore. Now, I can't remember how long ago I did this, but I re-bought my Wii collection. And that was not too terrible of an investment, to be honest. It wasn't that expensive. But there was one game I kind of wanted, but I never got, because I didn't care for it that much. But it stumbled across me at work, and I'm like, okay. So that is Super Mario All-Stars for the Wii, and it's a special edition where it comes with the soundtrack and the history booklet. And I like collecting game soundtracks, which, fuck, I probably should have told somebody to get me Final Fantasy VII for Christmas. Whoops. Oh well, I can buy that myself. I'm probably never going to play it though, to be quite frank. I only want it because I have the soundtrack for it. That's it. Then I feel like it's like a necessary piece in a PlayStation collection. Which, to be honest, my PlayStation collection is little to none, so... Anyway, yeah, it does come with everything, and it was marked $25, but I got it for $20, so... Cool! Now this is a part of my collection. It barely fits on my shelf, but I'm proud to have this now. Because I remember when it first came out, it was actually worth a lot of money. Now, not so much. And for 20 bucks, fuck it. It was a disappointing release when it came out, but I don't know. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay. So you can use an NES controller on this, because you see the classic controller options. So that means you can, whoa. Okay, there we go. So that means you can plug in an NES classic controller and play this game. Oh, I dig that. Like, it sucks that it took forever for it to actually be, you know, good. Or you could also do the Super Nintendo controller too. That also works. Point is, you can be OG with this. I like that. Now this guy, I want to kind of count this as a Christmas gift, because it was kind of early, but it was a donation actually. Here, one of my viewers, Sonny, he spoils me every once in a while. He is a crazy guy, but I love him though. He's a good guy. Shout out to Sonny. He hooked me up with Sonic X DVD. This is known as Collection 1. There's 2 collections. And I did have the second collection on my wish list in Streamlabs, but I didn't get it. Because, honestly, I don't need it. Because the last collection is just the last season of Sonic X, and it's a season that I really don't care about all that much. This is just the rest of the series, and this is like, how many discs? Like, probably like 6 discs? Doesn't even say. Hold on, let me check this out. Like, yeah, there's like, I don't know how many discs in here. Yeah, we got 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, shit, we got 8 discs of Sonic X. I used to love Sonic X when I was a kid. Like, I know it gets a lot of flack. Like it's a very mixed show, but I loved how they adapted Sonic Adventure. I know a lot of people didn't like Chris as a character. I always thought he looked like Sora from Kingdom Hearts. So if for some reason, if I had a Sora figure as a kid, I would have used that to like play with my Sonic figures to make it act like Chris. But now I don't have to do that because I'm a fucking adult. But anyway, I like this show a lot. I haven't watched it since I've gotten it yet though. But one day I do want to watch this all over again. And I'm so happy that I got this because I love this show. Which I also want to try to get the Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends seasons too while I'm at it. But I know one is like super expensive though. I don't know why it is, but oh well. We're getting closer and closer to the end. Now, I know you've seen some Crash Bandicoot things earlier, but it's not the highlight of Crash Bandicoot for this episode. I feel like every show and tell that I've done this year has all had something related to Crash Bandicoot in one way or another. Somebody go back and watch all of them and tell me if I did do that. I almost want to do it myself, but one, I'm busy with work, and two, I really don't want to. Now this one I got for myself. Now if you see on my desk, I have a Crash figure, and I love him to death. He's a beautiful looking figure. And I'm going to try to go for the complete collection of NECA figures for Crash Bandicoot. And the next one came out probably about a month ago. But Big Bad Toy Store is terrible at stocking these things because they take forever. But I got him. But I did find a store that actually has them like actually for sale. I can pick it myself. But it's like a 25-minute to a half an hour drive. And I really don't like doing that drive. But if it's for a Crash figure that I know is going to be there, then sure, why not? That is the Jetpack Crash. And man, he looks beautiful. My mom actually thinks he looks really cute. But like, here, the thing I don't like that much is the eyes on him. Because here, the original prototype that they showed off at Toy Fair and original promo pictures, the eyes were more centered toward his nose than centered toward his eyeball. This is something that I covered when I did the video saying that it's up to pre-order. But with that said, it's still a good looking figure. It's kind of lacking in articulation. Not that the articulation changed, except for the eyebrows. The eyebrows can't move anymore. However, the jetpack does hinder his articulation. I was going to do a review on this, but honestly, I'm not prepared to do figure reviews anymore. I don't have the setup anymore, and I can get the setup. It's just I'm not sure if I really want to do those anymore, to be quite honest. So in a quick brief, you can't take his accessories off like you could with the original figure, but I do love this thing though. I'm happy that this is part of my collection. He looks fantastic. And I also found out the Crash Pop for the Jetpack Crash, which was Toys R Us exclusive, which by the way, good luck trying to get that now. Even though it's technically based on the new Crash, pretty much this Crash, the gear that's on him is not from the new Crash game. The gear is completely from the original game. And you can even tell by looking at promotional art for the game, like the concept art or something, and also looking at the action figure from the original games. It's honestly really hilarious to me. And I even looked at official art, and NECA actually did a fantastic job like recreating it as a figure. But the pop though, it's a mixture between new and old. Like Crash himself is from new, but the gear is old, and I like how I'm like the only one that like really knows and cares about this shit. Nobody cares, like the fuck. The last thing I'm gonna show off is also something Crash Bandicoot related. Now this is something that I told mom to get me for Christmas because she needed to think of something to get me for Christmas, and it's something I wanted, and I didn't care. I'm like, okay mom, here you go, that's something. And that is this Crash Bandicoot piggy bank. Now I was expecting this thing to be a lot bigger. It's not that big. The best thing I can honestly compare it with is, let's take a Switch case, okay? Here's a case to smash. This is how big it is. Like, it's not very big at all. It's tiny. And the worst part is, my mom paid about $80 for this thing. If it were bigger, I wouldn't have minded. But knowing that it's this small, I'm like, shit. So some of you are probably wondering, like, yo, why does Crash look like massively different compared to this? Like, what's wrong with him? So this was a Japanese exclusive thing. Now Crash had a completely different art style in Japan, at least for when it came to like the box cover and promotional details and stuff. The way he was looking in the game itself didn't change at all, but they changed the way the mascot looked just to like make it appeal more to Japanese audiences. So yeah, this is based on Japanese art. So this is a Japan exclusive thing, and this is not very common. Now, the next collectible I want when it comes to Crash Bandicoot is the cookie jar. Now, I believe the cookie jar was only at Universal Studios, and they are not common at all. I have this. I have the bobblehead since I was a kid, but man, I feel like if I had the cookie jar too, it would be like the Holy Trinity. And I almost want to use this, but I gather up too much change. Like, I would fill this thing instantly. Plus, getting this bottom cap off will be a pain in the ass. I don't want to do that. But yeah, a Crash Piggy bank. I've been looking at this thing for months. And if I would have paid $80 for this to be this small, man, I would have been disappointed. But at least I should say I will be partially disappointed because I like Crash. Crash is my homeboy. I was thinking about opening these Sonic Totaku in the video, but I'm not even sure I'm going to do that anymore because, I don't know. I'm still debating if I should open them. I should, but it's going to kill me when I do. So that is it, ladies and gents. If you're new and you like what you saw, you know what to do. If you like these show and tell videos, be sure to subscribe because I try to do them every month. But as of recently, I haven't been doing my best. And I'm in the end of my last one, I made a bunch of promises that I didn't keep. I said I was gonna try to do more videos and stuff, and shit, it didn't happen. Whoops. Because life is a roller coaster and a lot of work too. So depression. I'm proud of what I got. Everything else I got for Christmas was just like gift cards, some real money. I probably got at least $150 in cash, and I spent $100 of it pre-ordering the new Ninja Turtle figures from NECA, like the ones based off the 90s movies. Yeah, I'm getting those. I'm excited. I love the way they look. I wanted them for months, and now I'm finally getting them in February. Let's see if I can find something Crash Bandicoot related within this next month, because that's a challenge I want to do. I want to try to get something Crash Bandicoot related every month. But that's it for today, guys. I love you guys to death, and eventually I do want to record my PS3 collection. If I get free time, I'll try and do that. And I think I'll try and pick up more Totaku figures to open up, and I want to do a video ranting about them. I should just get a couple of them and I should be okay. But anyway, guys, I gotta go. I love you guys, and I'll see y'all in the next one.